Christmas is a magical time celebrated with family and friends. Presents are exchanged under the splendor of a sparkling Christmas tree. Streets and shop windows are brightly lit with promises of the enchanting and the extraordinary. But Christmas is a Christian tradition and is not a traditional African celebration. There is no traditional African Christmas, as we found out.
Africans have never had Christmas in their tradition. So Christmas is a European tradition that has been imported into Africa by firstly missionaries and other people from Europe who came to settle in Africa.
The fact that there is no traditional Christian Christmas comes from the fact that we come from not a Western culture, but an African culture where we used to have seasons as our time. Currently, we're celebrating Christian Christmas because we have grown to love it, we have grown to embrace it, and as multicultural as we are, it's one thing that puts us all in one box. We all belong. And because of that, it means we can embrace one another, we can also celebrate together.
Families do exchange gifts these days, and they do have feasts.
In South Africa, as in many other parts of the world, the traditional Christian Christmas is blessed with food such as turkey, mince pies, and Christmas pudding. So how do the different cultures celebrate this time of the year?
In mainly rural areas in South Africa, people use Christmas to visit. There is a tradition where you can just go from one house to another and you will be given something to eat.
The only thing that separates us from one another is the dishes that we prepare. Because Xhosas, I'm a Xhosa, we prepare umngqushu, which is a combination of samp and beans. That's our traditional food. And the way we prepare it, we make sure that whoever tastes it doesn't forget, because it is something that we're proud of preparing. And other traditions will have their own traditional food. For instance, Mopani worms. We've got the Shangaan people and the Venda people and some Sotho people that enjoys it. And they know how to make it a delicacy. So that is where we bring out our best when we sharing our traditional preferences. But there are numerous organizations that run soup kitchens for those who aren't able to celebrate Christmas. We caught up with Theo and Brian, who run one every Saturday morning.
This soup kitchen has been going here for over 20 years. And it's really just ordinary people coming here and just making soup and serving the poor, These are people who mostly sleep on the street, so they don't have anything. They carry everything they have on them.
As we get closer to Christmas, we ask about hopes and wishes for Christmas and the new year.
That's my biggest wish, is that we could find a way for them to find work and get dignity from that.
My wish for Christmas, New Year is a very big one. It's an end to the silly, petty racism that is gripping this country. At the moment, instead of people coming together and sharing what they have, they're being polarized and hanging on to everything. And what Madiba was aiming for, we're not getting, because there's just too much friction, too much strife.
My personal wish would be to see people enjoying themselves and meeting friends and family, and that there should be few, if any, accidents that happen during the period that are reported all over South Africa.
We need to start looking at how we can see people, the beautiful souls, for who they are, and stop judging people based on where they live, what they drive, what they earn, where they work, but on seeing the beauty in the person and love everyone as God has loved us. Ubuntu says, we lift as we rise, sharing is caring, and we embrace all humanity with love, peace and happiness.